Welcome to Cool Cars here on GiltrapTV. Yes, we're locked down like you possibly. We hope you're doing safe and sound right now. If you're an essential worker, thank you for all you're doing. Some more information on how we can look after you coming up in a while. As for the rest of us, well, it's a good time to brush up on our automotive knowledge. That's work, isn't it? Hey, and some great news this week too. The Countach is back. We take a closer look at Lamborghini's reboot of the car that defined what a supercar should be. McLaren also paid tribute, in fact, the ultimate tribute to Bruce McLaren's all-conquering Can-Am days with the Elva. We take a closer look at the EVs on the market, including the Nissan Leaf and Audi e-tron GT, and also Audi's Skysphere. What a cool car. And speaking of cool, it is official. The Z is back. And also your chance to win with Harmon Kardon. We have a Citation 1 and Citation Oasis to give away. And as always, some cool cars to plan your next drive. Whenever that is. Right, during Alert Level 4, Giltrap Group dealerships are closed except to service the vehicles of essential workers or for emergency repairs. Just head to giltrap.com for all the information on what is happening during these alert levels. And if you head to giltrap.com, you can get in touch with the teams at any of our locations and also take a virtual look at any of our cars, both new and used. You can also head to 66magazine.co.nz to enjoy this award-winning magazine online. Some great stories there. Now, along with the cool cars, there is a chance to win in this week's Cool Cars with Harmon Kardon, and what a prize. A couple of their Citation range, a Citation 1, which can go, well, anywhere, and a Citation Oasis, which is an AirPlay speaker, Bluetooth, a streaming device, clock radio, and wireless charger. Entries close Tuesday, 24th of August. That's next Tuesday. Just hit that link to find out more. Well, for my generation, it was the stuff of dreams. In fact, just having a poster of the Countach on your bedroom wall was the stuff of dreams. Now, of course, Lamborghini invented the supercar with the Miura, but with the Countach, they really defined what a supercar should be. An incredible car. And as we sort of get near the end of the era of the V12, Lamborghini have brought back the Countach. Unveiled at Pebble Beach this week, the LPI 804 is a hybrid-powered 800 horsepower hypercar, 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds, and wait for this, 0 to 200 in 8.6 seconds, and a top speed of 355 kilometers an hour. Now, Lamborghini have called the 112 unit build an homage, not a retrospective. It's a celebration of the iconic car that really did, well, in fact, still does, define Lamborghini. And there's a link to see more photos and detail of the new Countach in this week's Cool Cars. And at Lamborghini Auckland, the Huracan Evo rear-wheel drive Spider. And this one has the full soundtrack for you to enjoy with the roof down, an Akrapovic titanium exhaust. At Giltrap Porsche, they have confirmed the arrival of the Taycan Cross Turismo. What a machine, 500 emissions-free kilowatts. And at McLaren Auckland, this 2019 720S Spider, it's an Aurora Blue, it's got the electrochromatic roof. What a stunner. And speaking of al fresco McLarens, it wowed the crowd at Goodwood, and we cannot wait to see it here in New Zealand, and it is coming. The McLaren Elva is something else, not just because of the numbers, but because it really is the ultimate tribute to the great Bruce McLaren.
Bruce McLaren was one of those guys that you take notice of. He had sports car racing pretty much corralled with the Chevrolet engine sports cars. It was amazing to see how fast he came on the scene and rose to prominence.
The McLaren Elva is the purest driving car that they've made to date. The lightest, the fastest, 814 horsepower. There's this minimalist design directly from the Can-Am era. Open cockpit, wind hitting you in the face. It has a very nostalgic and kind of retro feel to it.
The Elva is quite a collector's car and very limited edition. Anything that we do that's low volume, it historically is appreciated quite a bit. In decades to come, I think it'll be something that people remember as a very special, very fast, great looking car.
Now, across Giltrap Group, there is a growing range of EVs on offer, and more are on the way, and the future is really looking more and more exciting. And how about this one, the Skysphere concept, an EV roadster, 465 kilowatts, a 500 kilometre range, but most of all, completely and utterly stunning. And Audi have already shown how good an EV can look with the e-tron GT. So basically 800 volts means better all round. Now it's a 93 kilowatt hour battery that gives you an official 487 kilometre range. But the really cool thing about all that voltage is this car will charge from 5% to 90% on a fast charger. In fact, I'll show you one of those in a wee bit, in 40 minutes. And there is a link to that full drive on this week's Cool Cars, along with a drive in the Nissan Leaf.
Those lithium-ion batteries underneath the vehicle are actually key to what makes this car surprisingly fun to drive. It's actually got a really low centre of gravity, and combined with the absolute responsiveness from the electric motor in terms of providing sort of zero resistance and instant torque, it's a really, really responsive car.
Now Nissan have also gone back to their roots as they plan for the future. Now a while back there was a design exercise. We got just a little bit excited. They sort of speculated what a Z would look like today, capturing the magic of the previous models. Now we hoped that it would happen for real, and well, it has. Yes, since the Datsun 240Z, this was a special car. It even goes as far as saying that the Z is the Japanese sports car. And now the next generation is here. US spec for now, but hey, Japan is right-hand drive, so bring on the NZ. And on that very cool car note, that is us for this episode. Do enjoy the extended videos. Make sure you enter to win with Harmon Kardon. That is a really great prize. And anything else you need to know during these alert levels, just head to Giltrap.com. Most of all, stay safe.